It is for the blessings, mm, for some special events, life events, and generally. And Puññakriyā is like after performing some Puññakriyā, mm, you have to share the merits, because that very Puññakriyā, by sharing it, it will become other Puññakriyā. Like means, let us say you developed some, like say, uh, you practice some meditation. That's a punya. So that punya, whatever I have accrued, let it be shared by my departed relatives. That wish one can keep. And generally, they make some offerings, because they have to let go something which they are holding on to. Then it becomes a punya. That is the very the very essence of performing punya kriyas. When you're holding on, attachment, that is actually papa, evil. When you learn how to let go it, then it becomes punya. It accumulates. And of course, performing punya skillfully, timely punya, and there's so many indicators, so many parameters, like the virtue of the receiver, the virtue of the giver, the virtue of the giving object, the gift. All these different things, it will decide the quality of punya, or the power of punya, or the extent of punya. So this Paritha chanting, of course, some of these chantings that we are going to chant now, they are like blessings also, and it's a kind of accumulating or accruing punya also, because that very chanting has powerful knowledge, and it is the word of the supremely enlightened one. So that will make kind of it will keep the minds inclined towards these superior motives of life, like enlightenment, true happiness, purification of mind, culture of the mind, mind culture, all these authoritative mind culture, all these things, they fall in place with this very simple chanting also, listening to this chanting also. So in that way, because each and every word in this chanting, it is to motivate, it is to incline, it is to inspire the listeners to think about enlightenment, to think about mind purification, to think about this mind centered approach of understanding the mind and purifying the mind. So, because of that reason, just listen to this with all faith and devotion and confidence, with understanding the whatever I have told you now. With this understanding, if you just listen to this, then it will become a powerful punya. And of course, it will become a powerful blessing also. Those who are seeking for the blessing on these special occasions like birthday. So now, with this understanding, all of you listen to this chanting, and then we'll meditate for some time, and we perform other punya kriyas also, other meritorious actions, and of course, little bit of Dhamma, the talk, like, and then Puññanumodana, sharing the merits with the departed relatives. That also we will perform. Okay, now all of you just close your eyes and listen to this Parita chanting. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Itipiso bhagavarahan samma sambuddho vidyacharana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisadamma sarati satta deva manusanang buddho bhagavati. Namo tassa samma sambuddhassa. ये च बुद्धा अतीता च ये च बुद्धा अनागता पच्चुपन्ना च ये बुद्धा अहं वन्दामि सब्बदा नत्ति मे शरणं अन्यं बुद्धो मे शरणं वरं एतेन सच्च वज्जेन होतु नो जयमङ्गलम् उत्तमङ्गेन वन्देऽहं पादपंसो वरुत्तमं बुद्धेयो कलितो दोषो बुद्धो कमतु तं मम बुद्धं यावनिब्बाणपर्यन्तं शरणं गच्छामि स्वाक्खातो भगवता धम्मो सन्दिटीको अकालिको हिपस्सिको वपनायको पच्छत्तं वेदितव्यो विन्नो हीति नमो तस्य नियानिकस्य धम्मस्य ये च धम्मा अतीता च ये च धम्मा अनागता पच्चुपन्ना च ये धम्मा अहं वन्दामि सब्बदा नत्ति मे शरणं अन्यं धम्मो मे शरणं वरं एतेन सच्च वज्जेन होतु नो जयमङ्गलम् उत्तमङ्गेन वन्देऽहं धम्मं चति विदुत्तमं धम्मेयो कलितो दोषो धम्मो कमतु तं मम धम्मं यावनिब्बाणपर्यन्तं शरणं गच्छामि सुपटिपन्नो भगवतो सावकसङ्गो उजुपटिपन्नो भगवतो सावकसङ्गो न्यायपटिपन्नो भगवतो सावकसङ्गो सामीचिपटिपन्नो भगवतो सावकसङ्गो यदिदं चत्तारि पुरिसयुगानि अट्टपुरिसपुग्गला एषा भगवतो सावकसङ्गो आहुनेयो पाहुनेयो दक्किनेयो अञ्जलिकरणीयो अनुत्तरं पुण्यकेतं लोकस्याति नमो तस्य अट्ट आर्य पुग्गला महासंगसा ये च संगा अतीता च ये च संगा अनागता पच्चुपन्ना च ये संगा अहं वन्दामि सब्बदा नत्ति मे शरणं अन्यं संगो मे शरणं वरं एतेन सच्च वज्जेन होतु नो जयमङ्गलम् उत्तमङ्गेन वन्देऽहं संगं चति विदुत्तमं संज्ञेयो कलितो दोषो संगो कमतु तं मम संगं यावनिब्बाणपर्यन्तं शरणं गच्छामि एवं बुद्धं सरन्तानं धम्मं संगं च भिक्खवो भयं वाचं वितत्तं वा लोमहंसो न हस्सति घनसारप्पदिट्टेन दीपेन तमदंसिना तिलोकदीपं सम्बुद्धं पूजयामि तमोनुदं गन्धसम्भारयुक्तेन धूपेन हं सुगन्धिना पूजये पूजनीयन्तां पूजाभाजनमुत्तमं वर्णगन्धा गुणोपेतं एतं कुसुमसन्ततिं पूजयामि मुनीन्दस्सा श्रीपादा सरोरुहे पूजयामि बुद्धं कुसुमेन नेना पुण्येन मेत्तेन च होत्तु मोक्षं पुप्पं मिलायाति यथा इदं मे कायो तथा याति विनाशभावं निरोधसमापतितो उतित्वा निसिनसाविय भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्सा इमिना दीपेन धूपेन पुप्पेन पूजेमि 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 इमं दीपधूपपुप्पपूजादिनाम सकलसम्बुधानां पचेक बुद्धानां अग्गसावकानां महासावकानां अरहन्तानां पकटिशीलं अहं पितेशं अनुवत्तको होमि इमानि पुप्पानि वन्नेनपि सुवन्नं गन्धेनपि सुगन्धं सन्तानेनपि सुसन्तानं किप्पमेवा दुर्गन्धं दुर्गन्धं दुःसन्तानं पापुनिस्सति एवमेवा सब्बे संकारा अनिच्चा सब्बे संकार दुःख सब्बे धम्मा अनत्ताति इमाय धम्मानुधम्म पटिपत्तिया बुद्धं पूजेमि इमाय धम्मानुधम्म पटिपत्तिया धम्मं पूजेमि इमाय धम्मानुधम्म पटिपत्तिया संघं पूजेमि वन्दामि चेति यं सब्बं सब्बताने सुपतिष्ठिता शारीरिकदातु महाबोधि बुद्धरूपं सकलं सदा नमो तस्य भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्सा विपत्ति पटिवाहाय सब्ब संपत्ति सिद्धिया सब्ब दुःखं विनाशाय सब्ब भयं विनाशाय सब्ब रोगं विनाशाय भवेदीगायुकदायक सब्ब लोकं हितत्ताय परित्तं तं बनामहे समन्ता चक्रवालेषु अत्रागच्छन्तु देवता तद्धम्मं मुनिराजसा सुनन्तु सर्गमोक्तदम् धम्मस्सवන कालो अयं बदन्ता धम्मस्सवन कालो अयं बदन्ता परित्तस्सवन कालो अयं बदन्ता नमो तस्य भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्सा करणीयमत्तकुशलेन अयं तं सन्तं पदं अभिसमेच्छा सक्को उजूचा सुजूचा सुवचो च समुदु अनतिमानि तन्तुस्सको च सुबरो च अपकिच्चो च सल्लहुक उत्ति तंतिन्द्रियोचा निपकोचा अपगब्बो कुलेषु अननुगिद्धो न च कुद्धं समाचरे किंची येन विन्यो परे उपवदेयं सुखिनो वा केमिनो होन्तु सब्बे सत्ता भवन्तु सुखिदट्टा ये केचिपाणभूतत्ति तसावा थावराव अनवशेष दीघा वा ये महन्ता वा मज्जिमारस्सकानुकतुला दिट्टा वा ये व अदिट्टा ये च दूरे वसन्ति अविदूरे भूता वा सम्भवेशी वा सब्बे सत्ता भवन्तु सुखितट्टा न परो परं निकुब्बेता न्यातिमन्येत कट्टचिनं विरारोसना पटिगसन्न्यानन्यमन्यस्य दुःखमिचय्य माता यथा नियं पुत्तंगायुषा एक पुत्तमनुरक्के एवं पि सब्बभूतेषु मानसं भावये अपरिमाणं मेत्तं च सब्बलोकस्मिन् मानसं भावये अपरिमाणं उद्दंगदोच तिर्यं च असंबादं अवेरं असपट्टं तिट्टं चरं निसिन्नो वा सयानो वा यावतस्य विगतमिद्दो एतं सतिं अदित्येय ब्रह्ममेतं विहरङ्गिदमाहु दिट्टिंच अनुपगम्यशीलवादस्सनेन संपन्नो कामेषु विनयागेदं नहि जातु गब्बसय्यं पुनरेतीति दुःखापता च निर्दुःखा भयापता च निभया शोकापता च निःशोका होन्तु सब्बे पिपाणिनो एतेन सच्चवज्जेन सोतिनो होतु सब्बदा एतेन सच्चवज्जेन होतु नो जयमङ्गलम् एतेन सच्चवज्जेन पातु नो रथनत्तयम् नमो तस्स भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्स वन्दे तनङ्करं बुद्धं वन्दे मेदङ्करं मुनिं शरणङ्करं मुनिं वन्दे दीपङ्करं जिनानमे वन्दे कोण्डन्यसत्तारं वन्दे मङ्गलनायकं वन्दे सुमानसं बुद्धं वन्दे रेवतनायकं वन्दे शोभितसम्बुद्धं हनुमदस्सिं मुनिन्नमे वन्दे पदुमसम्बुद्धं वन्दे नारदनायकं पद्मुत्तरं मुनिं वन्दे वन्दे सुमेधनायकं वन्दे सुजातसम्बुद्धं प्रियदस्सिं मुनिन्नमे अत्तदस्सिं मुनिं वन्दे धम्मदस्सिं जिनान्नमे वन्दे सिद्धार्थसत्तारं वन्दे तिस्सा महामुनिं वन्दे पुस्सा महावीरं वन्दे विपस्सिनायकं सिकिं महामुनिं वन्दे वन्दे वत्सबुनायकं ककुसन्दं मुनिं वन्दे वन्दे कोनगमनायकं कस्तपं सुगतं वन्दे वन्दे गौतमनायकं अट्टवीसति इमे बुद्धा निब्बानमतदायका नमामि शिरसा नित्यं ते मं रक्षन्तु सब्बदा एतेन सच्चवज्जेन सोतिनो होतु सब्बदा एतेन सच्चवज्जेन होतु नो जयमङ्गलम् एतेन सच्चवज्जेन पातु नो रतनत्रयम् नमो तस्स भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्स जयासनगता वीरा जेत्वा मारं सवाहिनी सतु सच्चामतरसं येऽपि विंशो नरासभा तन्हङ्करादयो बुद्धा अट्टवीसति नायका सब्बे पतिष्ठितामयं मत्तकेते मुनिस्सरा सिरे पतिष्ठिता बुद्धा धम्मो च ममलोचने संगोपतिष्ठितो मयं ऊरे सब्बगुणाकरो हदये अनुरुद्धो च सारिपुत्तो च दक्षिणे कोण्डन्योऽपित्तिभागस्मिन् मग्गलानोऽसि वामके दक्षिणे सवणे मयं आहुं आनन्दराहुला कස්සपो च महानामो उभो संवामसोतके केसन्ते पित्तिभागस्मिन् सूर्यो वापवङ्करो निसिन्नो सिरिसम्पन्नो शोभितो मुनिपुङ्गवो कुमारकස්සपो नाम महेशी चित्रवादको सोमयं वदने नित्यं पतिट्टासी गुणाकरो पुण्यो अंगुमालो च उपालीनान्दसीवलि तेरा पंचा इमे जाता ललाटे तिलका मम शेषा सीति महाथेरा विजिता जिन सावका जलंता शीलतेजेन अंगमंगे सुसंथिता रतनं पुरतो आसी दक्षिणे मेत्तसुत्तकं दजगं पच्चतो आसी वामे अंगुलिमालकं कंदमोरा परित्थंच अटानाटीय सुत्तकम् आकाशच्छदनंगासि शेषपाकार सन्निता जिनान बल संयुक्ते धम्मपाकार लंकटे वसतो मे चतुकिच्छेन सदा संबुद्ध पंजरे वातपित्तादिसंजाता वाहिरज्जत्तु पद्दवा अशेषा विलयं यन्तु अनन्ता गुणतेजसा जिनपञ्जरमज्जत्तं वहि विहरन्तं महीतले सदा पालयन्तु मं सब्बे ते पुरिसा सभा इच्छेव मच्छन्तकतो सुरक्को जिनानुभावेन जितूपपद्दवो बुद्धानुभावेन हतारि संगो चरामि सद्धम्मानुभाव पालितो इच्छेव मच्यन्त कतो सुरक्को जिनानुभावेन जितूपपद्दवो धम्मानुभावेन हतारि संगो चरामि सद्धम्मानुभाव पालितो इच्छेव मच्यन्त कतो सुरक्को जिनानुभावेन जितूपपद्दवो संगानुभावेन हतारि संगो चरामि सद्धम्मानुभाव पालितो तद्धम्मपाकार परिक्कितोऽस्मि अट्टारिया अट्टदिशासु होन्ति यत्तन्तरे अट्टनाथा भवन्ति उद्दङ्गितानां वजिनाथिटा मे बिन्दन्तो मारसेनं मम शिरसि थितो बोधिमारुह्य सत्ता मोग्गलानो शिवामे वसति भुजतटे दक्षिणे सारिपुत्तो धम्मो मध्ये उरस्मिन् विहरति भवतो मोक्कतो मोरयोनि संपत्तो बोधिसत्तो चरणयुगगतो भानुलोके कनातो सब्भावमङ्गलमुपद्दवादुन्निमित्तं सब्बीतिरोगगहदो समशेषनिन्द सब्बन्तराय भयदुःसुपिनङ्गकन्थं बुद्धानुभावपवरेण पयातु नासं सब्भावमङ्गलमुपद्दवादुन्निमित्तं सब्बीतिरोगगहदो समशेषनिन्द सब्बन्तराय भयदुःसुपिनङ्गकन्थं धम्मानुभावपवरेण पयातु नासं सब्भावमङ्गलमुपद्दवादुन्निमित्तं सब्बीतिरोगगहदो समशेषनिन्द सब्बन्तराय भयदुःसुपिनङ्गकन्थं सङ्गानुभावपवरेण पयातु नासं एतेन सच्चवज्जेन सोतिनो होतु सब्बदा एतेन सच्चवज्जेन होतु नो जय मङ्गलम् एतेन सच्चवज्जेन पातु नो रतनत्रयं सब्बिथियो विवज्जन्तु सब्बरोगो विनश्यतु माते भवत्वन्तरायो सुखी दीर्घायुको भवतु सब्बमङ्गलं रक्षन्तु सब्बदेवता सब्बबुद्धानुभावेन सब्बधम्मानुभावेन सब्बसङ्गानुभावेन सदा स्वस्ति भवन्तु ते नक्षत्रयक्कभूतानां पापग्रह निवारण परित्तस्सानुभावेन हन्तु नो उपद्रवे देवो वसातु कालेन सस्वसंतपत्ति हेतु च पीतो भवतु लोको च राजा भवतु धम्मिको यं दुन्निमित्तं गवमङ्गलं च यो च मनापो सकुणस्य सद्दो पापग्रहो दुःसुपिनङ्गकन्तं बुद्धानुभावेन विनाशमेन्तु धम्मानुभावेन विनाशमेन्तु सङ्गानुभावेन विनाशमेन्तु आकाशता च बुम्मट्टा देवनागा महिद्दिका पुण्यन्तं अनुमोदित्वा चिरं रक्कन्तु शासनं चिरं रक्कन्तु देशनं चिरं रक्कन्तु मम परम् एतावता च अम्मेहि संवतं पुण्यसम्पदं सब्बे देवा अनुमोदन्तु सब्बे भूता अनुमोदन्तु सब्बे सत्ता अनुमोदन्तु सब्ब संपत्ति सिद्धिया निब्बान संपत्ति सिद्धिया इदं नो न्यातिनं होतु सुखिता होन्तु न्यातयो इदं नो न्यातिनं होतु सुखिता होन्तु न्यातयो इदं नो न्यातिनं होतु सुखिता होन्तु न्यातयो सब्बे बुद्धा बलपाता पच्चेकानं च यं बलं अरहन्तानं च तेजेन रक्कं बन्धामि सब्बसो सब्बे धम्मा बलपाता आर्य सच्चनं च यं बलं धम्मचक्रस्य तेजेन रक्कं बन्धामि सब्बसो सब्बे संगा बलपाता विमुक्तानं च यं बलं शासनस्य तेजेन रक्कं बन्धामि सब्बसो इमिना पुण्याकम्मेन मामे बालसमागमो सतं समागमो होतु यावनिब्बानपत्या इदं मे पुण्याकमं आसवक्कयं वहं होतु सब्बदुःखापमुच्यतु निब्बानसम्पच्चयो होतु तत् सुखिवन्त मंगल हो. Okay, now you take this 5 precepts and then we'll meditate for some time. Okay, just repeat after me. Okasa
ओकासा
ahang bante
अहं बन्ते
विसरणेन सद्दिं
त्रिसर्णेन सद्दिं
पंचशीलं
पञ्चशीलं
धम्मं याचामि
धम्मं याचामि
अनुग्रहं कृत्वा
अनुग्रहं कृत्वा
शीलं देता
शीलं देता
मे बन्ते
मे बन्ते
द्वितीयंपि
द्वितीयंपि
ओकासा
ओकासा
अहं बन्ते
अहं बन्ते
विसरणेन सद्दिं
त्रिसर्णेन सद्दिं
पंचशीलं
पञ्चशीलं
धम्मं याचामि
धम्मं याचामि
अनुग्रहं कृत्वा
अनुग्रहं कृत्वा
शीलं देता
शीलं देता
मे बन्ते
मे बन्ते
ततियम्पि
ततियम्पि
ओकास
ओकास
अहं बन्ते
अहं बन्ते
तिसरणेन सद्दिं
त्रिसर्णेन सद्दिं
पञ्चशीलं
पञ्चशीलं
धम्मं याचामि
धम्मं याचामि
अनुग्रहं कृत्वा
अनुगहं कृत्वा
शीलं देता
शीलं देता
मे बन्ते
मे बन्ते
अनुकम्पं
अनुकम्पम्
उपादाय
उपादाय
यमहं वदामि तं वदेता
मां बन्ते।
नमो तस्सा भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्सा
नमो तस्स भगवतो अरहतो सम्बुद्धस्स नमो तस्स भगवतो अरहतो सम्बुद्धस्स नमो तस्स भगवतो अरहतो सम्बुद्धस्स
बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि
बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि
धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि
धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि
संघं शरणं गच्छामि
सङ्घं शरणं गच्छामि
द्वितीयंपि बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि
तृतीयंपि बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि
द्वितीयंपि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि
तृतीयंपि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि
द्वितीयंपि संघं शरणं गच्छामि
तृतीयंपि सङ्घं शरणं गच्छामि
तृतीयंपि बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि
तृतीयंपि बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि
तृतीयंपि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि
तृतीयंपि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि
तृतीयंपि संघं शरणं गच्छामि
तृतीयंपि सङ्घं शरणं गच्छामि
शरणगमनं परिपूर्णं
मां बन्ते
पाणातिपाता वैरमणि सिक्कापदं समादयामि
पाणातिपाता वेरमणि सिक्खापदं समादयामि
अदिन्नादाना वैरमणि सिक्कापदं समादयामि
अदिन्नादाना वेरमणि सिक्खापदं समादयामि
मुसावादा वैरमणि सिक्कापदं समादयामि
मुसावादा वेरमणि सिक्खापदं समादयामि
सुरामेरय मज्जापमादट्टाना वैरमणि सिक्कापदं समादयामि
सुरापमाद वेरमणि सिक्खापदं समादयामि
साधु 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 तिसरणेन सद्दिं पंचशीलं धम्मं साधुकं सुरक्षितं कत्वा अपमादेन संपदेत
मां बन्ते साधु साधु साधु
मंगल हो। Okay, now we will practice meditation. Sit comfortably. अच्छे से बैठो. Close your eyes. आंखें बंद करो. See yourself sitting peacefully in meditation. अपने आप को देखो. शांत मन से ध्यान करके बैठा है. You wish yourself, let me be like this, happy, healthy and peaceful. अपने आप को बता दो हम इसी प्रकार सुख शांति आरोग्य से रहे. उनको अच्छा हो, भला हो, मंगल हो. The same way, all my family members, near and dear ones, just remember their smiling face. May all of them also be happy and well, healthy and peaceful. इसी प्रकार मेरा परिवार का सभी लोग, प्यारे लोग, इन सबका अच्छा हो, भला हो, मंगल हो, सबका स्वस्थ मुक्ति हो, कल्याण हो. All these devotees who organized, who requested for this Parita chanting, all of them and their family members, let them be happy and well, healthy and peaceful, be free from all the suffering. Let them progress in this path. Let them be blessed. Let them rejoice in their merits. All of them be happy, healthy and peaceful. इसी प्रकार जो पुण्य क्रिया करके श्रद्धा से विपरीत पाठ सबके लिए रिक्वेस्ट किया है, उन सभी लोग और उनका परिवार, उन सबका अच्छा हो, भला हो, मंगल हो, सबका स्वस्थ मुक्ति हो, कल्याण हो, सभी प्रकार का चिंता और दुखों से मुक्त रहे, उन सबका अच्छा हो, भला हो, मंगल हो. In the same way, all other known people, friends, relatives, colleagues, neighbors, and all other known people, all the meditators, upasakas, upasikas, attending this program, or teacher, all other known people also be happy and well, healthy and peaceful. सभी जान पहचान लोग, हमारा गुरुजी, यहाँ के सभी उपासक उपासिका लोग, सभी दोस्त लोग, रिश्तेदार, पड़ोसी लोग, हमारे साथ काम करने वाला लोग, सभी जान पहचान लोग, इन सबका अच्छा हो, भला हो, मंगल हो, इन सबका स्वस्थ मुक्ति हो, इन सबका कल्याण हो, सभी अच्छा से रहे. In the same way, all the unknown people in my city, in my state, country, the whole world, all humans, whatever may be their belief systems, may all humans be happy and well, healthy and peaceful. सभी अनजान लोग भी मेरे शहर में हो, मेरा राज्य, देश, सारी दुनिया का सभी लोग, सारे मनुष्य लोग, जो भी उनका धर्म, संस्कृति, सोच विचार जो भी हो, सभी लोग, सभी मनुष्य, सबका अच्छा हो, सबका भला हो, सबका मंगल हो, सबका स्वस्थ मुक्ति हो, सबका कल्याण हो। The same way, all the animals, all other beings, visible, invisible, this whole universe. May all beings, all animals also be happy and well, healthy and peaceful. इसी प्रकार सारे जीवी, सारे प्राणी जहां भी हो, सारी दुनिया में, सारे विश्व में, दृश्य हो अदृश्य हो, सारे जीवी, सारे प्राणी, सबका अच्छा हो, सबका भला हो, सबका मंगल हो, सबका स्वस्थ मुक्ति हो, सबका कल्याण हो। Now you see yourself sitting peacefully in meditation with mind full of loving kindness towards all the life, including yourself. Let me be like this with my mind full of loving kindness. Let me be happy and well, healthy and peaceful. अपने आप को देखो, शांत मन से ध्यान करके बैठा है। सारे जीवी और खुद का ऊपर भी मन में पूरा मेत्ता भरा है। हम इसी प्रकार मेत्ता मन से रहे, उनको अच्छा हो, भला हो, मंगल हो, मेरा स्वस्थ मुक्ति हो, मेरा कल्याण हो। भवतु सबमंगलं रक्षन्तु सबदेवता सबबुद्धानुभावेन सबधम्मानुभावेन सबसंगानुभावेन सदा स्वस्ति भवन्तु ते। सुखी भवेयं निदुःखो अहं निच्चा अहं विया पिता च मे सुखी होन्तु मज्जता च तवेरिनो मां हि गम्मन्ते धम्मे सत्ता होन्तु सुखी सदा ततो परञ्च रज्जेषु चक्रवालेषु जन्तुनो सुखी होन्तु, मंगल हो। Okay, now after performing some of these meritorious actions, thus we will see the importance of meditation and importance of this uh, these practice sessions, these community course practice sessions, because knowing the importance of meditation, this right view meditation, is also a very powerful meritorious action, because this will keep you in this right view. That is first thing, and it is mind cultivation, development, that is bhavana, and understanding the Dhamma savana also. So there are 3-4 meritorious actions involved in this discussion, in today's Dhamma talk. You listen to this, understand this carefully, then you are performing 3-4 meritorious actions. That is the importance of this today's Dhamma talk. As of course, many of you are aware of this community course and the approach of this community course, and the benefits also. Many of you are aware. So, so this right view community course is all about, understanding this understanding, and of course developing the mind. Understanding what? Understanding the actual defilements of the mind and fixing these defilements, which are the cause of our suffering, in an authoritative way, in a very absolutely perfect way, so that You can work to the root level. Because many times what happens when you are fixing the defilements from one side, from the other side will keep on proliferating. In the sense, like if you are fixing a part of the defilements, some other kinds of defilements they start developing in the mind. That is unauthoritativeness. That is inefficient way, or it is the wrong view or the wrong way of understanding and developing and purifying the mind. So because of that reason, so you have to have this integrated approach and an authoritative approach, right approach. That is the reason why it is the right view approach. When you have right approach, where you can understand properly the defilements and you can properly fix them, so that you will develop some kind of authoritativeness in understanding and fixing the defilements. So that it will not again and again, it will not torture you. You can learn this art of letting go very clearly, very authoritatively. Many wise people, of course, including Buddha, they say, by practicing meditation, what you will get? You some people ask. Then he used to say, nothing to get. You lose many things. Because all our suffering is because of our defilements. If you gain something, get something, if you get some happiness, so that is very momentary happiness, and it's okay that you are doing in the worldly life. But more than that, whatever junk, whatever garbage that we have in our mind, not controlling it, allowing it to grow, all this garbage, all this junk, all these defilements, that is the main reason for our suffering. And learning how to let go this and authoritatively, skillfully, giving up them, letting go them, that is the skill. And to develop that skill, this right view approach, that integrated approach is crucial, is just very, very essential. So in our this right view community course, emphasizing on this right view, not making you to blindly follow something, even in the name of Buddhism, even in the name of Dhamma, and again multiplying your defilements. That actually is very much discouraged again and again. So whatever you are doing it for your own mind purification, not to show off, not to impress others. Showing off, trying to impress others, all this is one major defilement. Whatever great things that you think that you are doing just to show off, just to impress others, they're not great things. If you have that intention, that is the worst thing that will completely corrupt the mind. In one of the discourses sometime back, we have seen Buddha is to insist. See, whatever matters, actions, whatever meditations that you are practicing, whatever faith that you have, so it is not to show off, it is not to show to others. It is to realize by practicing this, by doing this meditation, this kind of understanding, this kind of right view, this kind of meritorious actions, it gives me immense happiness from within. It gives me freedom. It gives me the joy of wisdom, the joy of freedom. That you should enjoy, that you should understand, that you should discover. If that is the intent, that is the right intention. Yeah, right view meditations should have right intention also. What is the right intention? To derive the freedom from within, to derive the joy of freedom, the joy of wisdom from within. That is the right intention that you should have. When you are practicing, when you are attending this community course practice sessions. And of course, there will be some time to interact. So that time also, just see that your interaction is completely based on, like say, an inquisitiveness, an eagerness to learn the things, and properly framing, properly designing the question and asking so that it will be helpful for me, helpful for others, helpful for the teacher also to correctly understand my question and properly answer the question. And again, this right intention. not to simply argue or simply to show off or simply to, like say, uh, struggling to show off or simply to uh, debate or argue. Mm. The intention should be very humble intention. The intention should be, like say, to learn the things properly. The intention should be, like say, having that receptivity. Mm. The intention should be like to help myself and help others. With these intentions, one should learn the meditations, one should practice the meditations, and also one should ask the questions, one should interact and ask and discuss. Then it is the proper way of attending the practice sessions, these community course practice sessions. And what are those the meditations that we are going to? The intention you have understood, the intention of practicing meditations you have understood, the intention behind interaction you have understood. The right intention behind right interaction, right intention behind right practice. So in addition to that, you have to know that what are the different wholesome or this integrated meditation techniques that you are going to learn. Buddha talks about, of course, these meritorious actions, one way of fixing the mental defilements. That, of course, I definitely encourage. Don't be too over smart. This very path is the path of the art of letting go, art of giving and giving up. If you behave too stingy, too rigid, too much attached, too over smart, too clever, I just simply ignore such people. Because to progress in this path, one should derive the joy in this letting go, joy in this giving and giving up for the right cause, for the right liberation, for enlightenment. And if you have the right understanding and towards this enlightenment and liberation, and even a bit, if you start learning how to let go, how to give and give up, then it will keep you in the track. That's why these meritorious actions starting from dana, shila, bhavana, and all these things, veya, vacha, vajayana, respecting that it will curb or it will fix your ego. This generous nature, it will fix your ego many a times out of our laziness, out of our ego, out of our over smartness. We become so much attached, we become over clever, over smart. Then you can't progress in these meritorious actions, can't progress in meditations, you can't progress in this art of letting go. That's why I emphasize this three-way approach: meritorious actions, starting from this generosity, and this morality also, of course, these Sunday programs, interacting completely. You should involve in this. Don't do this hodgepodge over smartness. You will be completely ruined with this. Many people, they are destroyed because of their arrogance and over smartness and overconfidence. In this path, especially those who are following this right view and following this, our CRVM following me, if they are too smart, nobody will encourage you. You will be simply thrown out. So that is to make you more humble, more receptive, more gentle, and more skillful, more integrated in your approach to handle the defilements. This is, of course, this you should involve completely proper understanding, with now not with some crooked understanding, finding fault and simply showing over smartness, that you should avoid. Second thing is this meditations that we are going to practice in the practice sessions. This there are different approaches that many of you know. The right mindfulness and right concentration, both we are integrating in our practice sessions, in our community course practice sessions. So what you have to practice, of course, in many of our previous practice sessions, community courses, we emphasized on this right mindfulness, the integrated approach to develop these different senses, the 5 physical senses and 1 mind sense. By developing these senses, by developing the awareness, by developing the sensitivity or sharpness of these senses, you're developing the right mindfulness. You will learn how to be in the present moment. You will start understanding the beauty of the present moment, the beauty of this now. There is not only the power in now. This you might have heard of the one book called The Power of Now. There is tremendous power. There is so much beauty and joy also in this present moment that one should discover. That is the reason why we have to practice all these different sense awareness meditations so that the mind will learn how to let go of the future planning and thinking and this overthinking. Many people are stuck in this overthinking, over planning, over worrying about the past, about the future. All those things, it will yield nothing. And how efficiently, how powerfully, how smartly, how skillfully I can be in the present moment. If that you realize the joy in the present moment, the joy in bringing the mind through these different senses to be in the present moment, that if you discover, then the first step is, yeah, it's done. The first objective is achieved. And the second thing, which is, of course, not only to enjoy being in the present, let us say, the different present sense objects like the present sounds, present sensations, selective sensations, the present breaths, the present thoughts, noting the thought as a thought. It's a very, very powerful meditation. You start noting the thought as a thought, and if you learn how to define this, understand this thought, oh, it is rooted in greed, it is rooted in hatred, it is rooted in delusion, which are the cause of my suffering, and that very understanding, it will liberate your mind to a great extent. And that also requires layer by layer, step by step penetration and understanding of these thought processes and how the defilements are the cause for these thought processes. Just like in the sound meditation, sensation meditation, you understand, develop your sensitivity, your sharpness to note, to penetrate, to dissect, to disintegrate these different sense objects, whether it is sensation or the sound. The same way to dissect, disintegrate, penetrate into the fine breathing also, the breathing pattern also, the breathing cycles also. All these awareness meditations, it will definitely increase your right mindfulness. And not only these, the other components of the mind, the right feelings, the right confidence, the right perception meditations, the right feeling meditations, they also, it will indirectly, they will dissolve your defilements, your greed, your hatred, your delusion, and it will support you to develop more awareness, to be in the present objects. Because letting go becomes more and more easy when you practice these right feelings, these Brahmavihara meditations, or these Asubha, Anicca, Anatta meditations, Sukha meditations. And your choice, it is my choice, I will, and my responsibility, my goal, these things also, if we keep on developing, then like say fault finding and blaming others and simply going off track, that can be avoided, and you will be in the path, and which will help you to be in the present moment. So in that way, all this basic preparation with all these four faculties of the mind and learning different meditations pertaining to the four faculties of the mind, it will make you more and more mindful, and it will help you to realize the more beauty, more power, more happiness, more joy in handling the mind, in letting go of the future and the past, and to be in the present moment. This is the first step. So these are the different meditations pertaining to the four faculties that you have practiced and you're going to practice to some extent in the next course also. But more emphasis will be given on this right concentration also in the next course. So that ultimately the objective of all our efforts in CRVM is to understand how to enter into what is called these jhanas or absorptions. This is the goal. Of course, householders, it is they're finding it difficult because of so many other worldly responsibilities, but still it's possible. In some countries, actually, they don't teach this to the lay people. In Vietnam and all, some people thought that it is not suitable for the lay people. But in some places, of course, lay people I have seen, they could get jhanas with their determination, with their dedication, with their like say, faith and confidence in the teacher, in the technique. So keeping that, having that hope, so I decided to teach this. So we'll give more emphasis on this, how to still the mind, not only develop mindfulness, present moment awareness, how to settle the mind and still the mind and get absorbed in this present moment object thoroughly, using, of course, what is called this nimitta or this sign of concentration. Some of you may be aware of this, and many of you, of course, may be aware of this. So in that way, this 2.5 months program, uh, this community course practice sessions, I have decided, because this is the fourth or fifth course, to emphasize on this stillness also, because we have some plans to have some regular long retreats in Hyderabad after some time. Then those who are into these practice sessions, they're eligible to attend this long retreats, and then definitely they will get the jhanas with all this preparation. Once you get the jhanas, that's it. It's almost as good as enlightenment, or uh, jhanas and nibbana, they go together. That's what Buddha says. Mm. So that is the idea of this course, this right view community course. So the different approaches, there are right view mindfulness. Definitely, we are going to practice working on all four faculties of the mind. And in addition to that, this stillness of the mind, right concentration and right absorption into this sign of concentration, and which is called jhanas. That we have to emphasize little more in this course. I don't say that all the time we are going to emphasize on this, but based on your commitment, your dedication, we can emphasize more and more. And definitely in the residential retreats, which we are going to commence after a couple of a couple of months, then those who are trained in this fashion, then they're eligible, then they're capable also to get these so-called absorptions. So that is the idea. So daily 3 sessions we are going to have. I encourage all of you to, if possible, at least attend 2 sessions. All the 3 sessions, it is fine, but 2 sessions it's very good. So it will keep you in the track. Morning 1 session, evening 1 session. If you attend, then definitely understanding the ways and means to get these jhanas, and the different obstacles that will come in the way to get these jhanas, that will become clearer and clearer. Repetition is a must. Everywhere Buddha talks about repetition, repetition, repetition. Anything, the positive thinking, positive thoughts keep on repeating in your mind. Automatically, the negative thoughts, they become weaker and weaker. In the same way, when you keep on thinking, reading, writing, practicing this right view, automatically the wrong views will take back seat. They will dissolve. In the same way, when you keep on developing this mindfulness, mind stillness, automatically mind scattering, mind distortions, mind wanderings, or mind overthinking, and which is the reason for all the modern day problems like stress, anxiety, fears, phobias, and these depressions, so many problems. They automatically take backseat. You'll start understanding the root of all these things is my inability to let go, my inability to be in the present moment, present task, present work. All these things automatically, the different insights will start opening up. What is the essential thing? What is the basic thing? The repetition, the repetitiveness is the basic thing. So I insist all of you to attend at least 2 sessions. It will definitely give you immense, abundant results, great results. And then you will become, it's easy for you to attend the long retreats like 25 days or 30 days or even 3 months also. Of course, even in 15, 20 days itself, it's possible in the long retreats. So in that way, you have understood the reason why we are continuing this community course practice sessions and the approaches and the basic, that repetitiveness. If you can't attend one day or something like that, you just inform, then automatically that moral like moral fear or that moral shame, it will help you to be in the track, and keep the videos on as much as possible. Again, it will keep you more like say more responsible. That moral fear will be there, and again that will keep you in the track. Because it is individual responsibility. We can't so this teacher is there, this technique is there, this organization is there, it will take care of my progress. No, there may be 1 million supporting systems, but finally it is you who is responsible. And for that, you have to create all these inner friends within you, all this moral shame, moral fear, repetitiveness, commitment, responsibility, all these four iddhipadas. We have to again and again, you have to remember that, and you have to take it as your responsibility. Then all this repetitiveness, because by force, nothing can be taught. With some pressure, nothing can be taught. It has to come from within, that self motivation, that self responsibility, that self commitment. These things are the key for success. So, these things, if you keep in your mind and if you commit, then this 2.5 months, this is also good enough to understand, because the mind is so much, like say, it has so many dimensions. There is no end for this. Actually, to understand the mind, to purify the mind, there is no end for this. One life is not sufficient. So I'm doing this from past 30 years, maybe more than that, and maybe from so many previous lives also. But still, there is so much to do, so much to penetrate into the different dimensions of the mind. So that way, let this be a part of your life, not only this life, even in the subsequent life. Don't think that, oh, 2.5 months, it is too long or something like that. This rest of your life, it should be actually should be an integral part. Just like eating or sleeping or bathing, or it's part of our life. So cleaning the mind, bathing the mind, feeding the mind through this meditation, through this right view approach, it is also an integral part of the life. So because of that reason, take it take it seriously. Then you will, because as I used to say, and as knowing your mind, developing your mind, understanding the intricacies, the dimensions of the mind, liberating the mind. This is the human responsibility. It is the very purpose of human life. You may do 1 million other things. You can definitely do. Nobody will stop you. But let this also be a part of your life. So these things you keep in your mind, and be regular, be punctual, and repeat as many times as possible. At least 2 sessions you attend. And of course, you can encourage, you can create your own small groups, small circles. Again, the team spirit will come, your family, your friends, your colleagues. When he's attending, I too should attend. I can encourage him, or he can encourage me, or she in the family also, even the children also, if they get some inspiration because of your commitment to this, understanding, developing, purifying this mind through this right view approach, then it's a great gift that you are going to give to your children. You may give 1 million things to your children, but this is the best gift. And of course, any loved one, whether it's a family member or friend or a colleague or whoever it may be, relative, In that way, create your own small circle. Then it will give more motivation, more inspiration, more team spirit, that moral, um, like say, responsibility. Hmm. That way, you can definitely encourage other people also to participate in this, to register for this, and to attend regularly. And when you start encouraging them and taking some responsibility, not only for you, for one more person, it gives you immense strength. You feel as if you have you can achieve the whole world, you can conquer the whole world. That much of confidence if you get, then you can influence one more person. That's what is required for that what you call that, to develop that confidence levels. Now, influencing others through your communication skills, through your honesty, through your genuine concern. That's what is required to survive in this world. That's what is leadership. That's what is uh, influential power, that ability to influence others without becoming jealous, without becoming selfish. That is the key to succeed in the worldly life also. All those skills, you just start working here, because this is more universal, the most powerful, the most effective way of helping others than helping in some other aspects in your business, in your service, in your profession. The same attitude, if you can maintain, then you will get promotion. You can progress in your worldly professions also. Hmm. So in that way, make use of these community course practice sessions to develop some of these skills, these soft skills, these uh, abilities of the mind, so that it will help you in your day-to-day life, in your profession, and more than that, it will help you to come out of the so-called the modern day mental issues like stress, tension, anxiety, fear, depression, overthinking, so many things. And because of that, so many health issues, because of overthinking, because of stress, because of tension. There are so many health issues also. To handle those things, this continuous, regular, disciplined practice of meditations, of this right view meditations, in a right ambience, with proper environment, proper ambience, with proper uh, parameters, like we have created in this community course. So if you can make use of this, so it will help you at the individual level, at the family level, in your profession, health, mental health, physical health, and your efficiency, in handling the different challenges of the life. All these things will increase. So keeping these things in the mind. So you just practice, start. Of course, we'll commence from Wednesday this course after 2 days. So just like an introduction, like a kind of motivation, and also a kind of preparation, kind of orientation and preparation for this community course. I thought of presenting this in this today's talk, Dhamma talk. After all, this is also very, very key Dhamma that one should know. Uh, uh, and of course, uh, you can encourage your other friends, relatives, and enroll them today itself, because they have to make the final list by tomorrow, and from day after tomorrow, or the next day from Wednesday, they have to start making these groups and the different sessions, the different people in the different sessions, different groups they have to make. And then accordingly, we have to send this, prepare these links and promote this. So just make this, complete all these formalities as early as possible. Then we will commence our this community course practice sessions from Wednesday. Okay, so that is the importance about this community course, and that is the introduction about this community course. So if you have some relevant questions, you can ask. And after that, we will perform this Puññakriyā, and then we can conclude. So this right mindfulness and right concentration, both these things we're going to emphasize. And as I told you, in past 4-5 courses, we are working on this right mindfulness, the general awareness, selective awareness, free flow awareness, incisive awareness. And now maybe some of these things we have to practice for a couple of weeks. And then we will give a little more emphasis on this right concentration and stillness of the mind, so that the mind becomes empty, the mind becomes free from these bombarding thoughts, uncontrolled thoughts, obsessive, compulsive thoughts. The mind should become free from this. The mind should, again, one should develop that ability, inner ability to just keep it off, keep it away, all these disturbing thoughts. Kick them off, actually, or let go them. You should handle the thoughts. You should handle the ideas and thoughts and emotions. It's not the otherwise. The thoughts, emotions, they should not play with you or control you or dominate you or destroy you. So because of that reason, only all these different meditations. When you are into these meditativeness, into these meditations and into this meditativeness, then these compulsive thoughts, obsessive thoughts, or dominating thoughts, or overpowering thoughts, they become weak. On fine day, all these thoughts, they will disappear. Simply they dissolve and disappear and they disperse. And that's what is the jhana, absorption. The mind gets completely into that state of emptiness. There are different degrees of emptiness. And the first degree of emptiness is the light. When you are suffused with light, then automatically there will be no thoughts. Higher the intensity of the light, lesser will be the thoughts. Again, there are different levels of this emptiness. Then you can create the thoughts. You can create whatever you want, actually. Instead of completely obsessed, completely pressurized, completely dominated by these some useless thought, which are the causes, of course, our own mind, our own defilement, our own greed, our own hatred, our own delusion, our own jealousy, our own ignorance. But when you are working on this awareness, working on this mindfulness, working on being in the present moment, and automatically you are working on how to let go these so-called powerful thoughts and weakening them, and how to enter into this state of nothingness, state of emptiness, in not different layers, different levels. All these things you start realizing, and that's what is the path. So in that way, just give all your importance. Actually, I have given all the importance to this one. For me, all other things are insignificant. Not only from 1 year, or 2 years, or 10 years. From so many, from my childhood, actually, I'm into this. Not only, as I told you, even from so many lives, I'm into this. And for you, at least, to give some 2 hours in a day, it is nothing. That much importance you should know about this mind cultivation, mind purification, or understanding the mind itself. The world is busy in understanding so many external things. And understanding the mind itself, actually everything is there in the mind itself. If you understand the mind, then you can understand every damn thing in this universe. So with that clarity, now all of you attend this community course, then you will get the best from this. And if you don't have any questions, we will go for this Puññakriyā. So those who have requested, those who have performed meritorious actions requested, the people, those names he just read. So you keep ready with your uh, vessels, water, and then uh, keep repeating whatever I say.
Kaduna.
And then when I ask you to pour water, you can start pouring water. Now, just
చూడకండి.
repeat after me. नमो तस्सा भगवतो अरहतो सबबुद्धानुभावेन सबधम्मानुभावेन सबसंगानुभावेन सदा स्वस्ति भवन्तु ते सुखी भवेयं निर्धुको अहं निच्चा अहं विया पिता च मे सुखी होन्तु मज्जता च तवेरिनो इवां हि गम्मन्ते धम्मे सत्ता होन्तु सुखी सदा ततो परञ्चारज्येषु चक्रवालेषु जन्तुनो साधु सुखी होन्तु मंगल हो. May all of you be happy, healthy, and peaceful. May all beings also be happy, healthy, and peaceful. Sukhi Hotu. Mangal Ho.